Get ready for the Terry Podcast, where real conversations meet in the middle. Now, here's your host, Terry.
You're now tuned in to the Terry Podcast on this Sunday evening, and it's raining like cats and dogs. Mm-hmm. You good over there, co-host?
I am.
I got my partner in crime, your favorite auntie.
Ain't it? What them out there?
She gonna ride with me today.
Yeah, I have nothing to do, so I may as well ride with you.
That's the only time you hear, because you say you ain't got nothing to do. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no.
You should have been, I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, I am so glad to be here today. Thank you, Jesus.
I ain't
Amen.
got nothing else to do, so why not?
Yeah, so I ain't had nothing. I'm about to say it twice. My bad. Hi, and welcome to the Terry Show.
The Terry Podcast.
Terry Podcast.
And we got your favorite auntie, where she gives you the, I can give it to you. I can give it to you politically correct, and she gonna give it to you like your mama would say it. So
the real way.
That's a difference.
No sugarcoating. We ain't hide behind no bushes. We're gonna keep it 100.
Right, we gonna keep it 100.
On the way to bed.
Okay, but definitely look. This is today's show is about. We have a crisis in the black community. Okay. Now the definition for crisis, as you know, is there's a problem. And our problem exists in so many areas, from music to the movies, how we depicted in music, movies and music, and it spills out into our communities.
That's true.
Okay. I mean, you got artists like Sexy Red, which, and I'm not demeaning these artists.
Right.
By all means, make your money. From Sexy Red, Glorillaz, she's from Memphis. We love her, wish her the best. Lotto, Nicki Minaj, just a few. But it's how they're portrayed, how they're pushed out there. And we have to have a balance. If you're going to have a, like back in the day, we had a Queen Latifah.
Yes.
If we had a Lil' Kim. We had a Missy Elliott. If we had, I think Lil' Kim was there another female artist like Lil' Kim?
Foxy Brown.
Yeah, Foxy Brown. We had there has to be a balance. So, but when you just have it one way, then the people who don't know my culture think, hey,
that's the only way.
That's the only way. Like I hear a lot of immigrants say, we would see black artists or black entertainers in our country, and we would, they would look at us in a horrible way because they thought that's who we were, when a lot of times it was a character, it was just music.
Right.
Glorilla's famous for that line, I ain't got no ninja and a ninja ain't got me.
Right.
So I think that plays a role in why we have a big separation in relationships also.
Yeah.
Because if that's the woman's attitude.
Now, all women are not like that, but I know you're saying some, and pretty much the way they're portraying it, they're putting it out there like that's the way to go.
Right. A lot of women are buying into that as though that's as Yo Gotti say, that's law.
Right.
No, but the ones that are going to be affected by it, I always use the wilderness theory. I say this: if me and you out in the woods, and you on one side and I'm on the other, and I'm building, chopping wood, hunting, and making shelter, do you want to do the same thing I do, or do you want to just let me go out and do it and you cook the food and make sure the house is in order?
I'm going to let you do that part. I'm going to cook the food and make sure the house is in order.
Right. But that's naturally what we're supposed to be doing. Like they said, when women have a choice.
They want to go do what the man does.
Right. When women have a choice to go to either be a secretary or a nurse or something, or go build a bridge, women are going to choose what? I'm going to go be a nurse. No, they're going to build it.
No, I'm talking about the generation now, my bad. But you're right,
well, they're not going to want to build a bridge. They do all that talking, but when men build the world, men build society. And don't get me wrong.
Women's help.
We assist. Well, men are the builders.
Right.
See, but see, we don't say we assist you in childbirth, because I'm not getting those pains.
But how did I get pregnant?
That's
assist. That's an auntie assist.
But going further than that, I can't get credit for 9 months of what you got to go through.
Right.
So that's what we have to understand. Give each one credit for what they do.
Right now, okay.
I impregnated you, but
I can say that.
The 9 months, the pickle eating,
but
the swelling, the heat,
and the hollering at you and bringing it.
Yeah, the childbirth.
Horniness. Oh my God.
It's another level.
Yes, it is.
But that question brings me back for me to say, okay, what's the future status of black music as it's pushed like a drug in our community? What would you say the status would be?
Honestly, the way the world and everything is so, they're making everything the norm. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. It's not good. It's gonna be crazy out here. I don't know. I just don't want this generation to be my nurse or my doctor. I don't know. It's gonna be wild out here.
Well, you may not have it. Even speaking about nursing, you and I were talking earlier about health in the black community, right? Dave Blunt. I don't know if you've heard his song "Can't Put Down the Cup."
Oh, what the 1,000-pound rapper?
Yeah, the big.
Oh,
dude.
that's the one Snoop did.
Yeah, Snoop told him nephew, and he got upset. And it's like, dude, you're huge. I mean, when I say he's huge, and I'm trying to see the fascination with, because I'm looking at him and I'm praying for him because
I've never heard him, honestly.
Yeah, he got a song called "Don't Put Down the Cup," and I don't want to play the music here because I don't want to get I don't want to get a strike.
So is something in his cup? Is that what he's pertaining to? I've never heard the song.
Well, he's talking about the lean.
No, he got something. He got a buffet in his cup. Whatever he turned up is a turkey leg in there. He got.
It's not good.
It's not. It's unhealthy. Period. He's mixed with turkey juice.
And we've had so many rappers who have died from overdose drinking that
that's
lean.
true.
And I think Lil Wayne has had problems with that.
It's a lot of them.
Other artists. So but that's the culture. Because when you and I came through, nobody was really pushing drugs in music. And I think Future is one who has said he talks about drugs, but he doesn't even do drugs. But he knows that's what they want to hear.
Right. It's what sells. Sex sells. This fake gangster life. Just like you say, you just said it's pretty much it's just a rap for them. They're just putting on that facade and they're buying into it because they want to live in this gangster culture life, but it ain't in them. Wait till it's time to go to jail. Or wait till them folks turn on them and they coming for their family when they can't find them. It's more to it than just...
Right. Just like the YSL trial. You saw so many guys cutting deals.
Yeah.
And that's why black people shouldn't be, I think, what was the term Charles and White used? In the event of, it's on the Constitution, don't be a gang. It's another term that you can create a different group. It's a different name, but these guys are operating up under this gang life, and when it's time to go to jail, everybody becomes an ordinary guy and starts, hey, I wasn't really involved. I was secondary to secondary to secondary, and it all went back to Young Thug. So, we just have to ask that question because this music is being sent out on, we got, our music has become laced with defaming women, killing each other.
Yes.
I don't know if misogynist would be the term with the guys because it's more destructive to me than misogynist. And then now you got the homosexual, the LGBTQ agenda where the rappers are walking around with purses. I'm sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
But not to cut you off or anything like this, but it's also, a lot of people would say go back to home and stuff like that, but it's what we're instilling our children, even though we're not around them all the time, because you got people that quick to say, well, if the daddy was in the house and all this, you don't know the reason why the dad is not in the house anymore. You know what I'm saying? You never know the circumstances behind the parent being a single parent. In other words, you can only do so much as a parent. Just try to instill in them, but if you see your daughter a player, then you teach her some player instincts. Teach her how to be safe. If you see you're a dope dealer, you sell dope, and you got your son and daughter around you selling dope, you got to teach them how to be safe out there because your name is out there. You have a reputation, and now your kids out here in these streets, and they come for your family.
All right,
But I ain't. But a
lot of times I keep in mind a lot of the fathers, and that's why I tell people go back to Joe Biden and the Democrats when they created the crime bill. A lot of black parents are in jail on small crimes of marijuana, which now is legal. And who owns the what do they call dispensaries? White people own them. Right. So when we were selling drugs, it was a crime. Right. But the minute they legalized it and now they own it, smoke all the weed you want.
Right.
But you're going to get it from us.
But they need to let the people out that in the states that is legal. And that's no more than right.
They have not done that. But on the way out, what did Joe Biden do? He pardoned his son.
Right. But he going to let his son out. But
for his drug charges and everything else is what I tell people.
But see, they let them know what type of president we have in there.
Well, he's known as Jim Crow Biden. So there's nothing new. It's people ignoring who this guy really is. He's always been anti-black. You know,
Right.
that's a whole nother story. But
Yeah.
you know, the messages that they're sending out, they're sent on a frequency level of destruction to impressionable minds. Like again,
Right.
you know, when I was in high school, we were in high school. I was a Prince fan,
Right.
And at the time, Prince was, Prince was. Prince
My
put his
bad.
Prince put. Let's say it the clean way. Prince put his booty out there.
Yes, you did. You did too, boo. I went to school with you.
Yeah, Prince put his booty out there. You know, I had on the ruffled shirt. And, you know, me and the band I was in, we were, but there was nothing. We weren't. It was no destruction.
No,
it was,
y'all were good. What was the name of the band? What was the name of your Flex?
Flex.
Yeah.
Flex. I was the lead singer.
I remember
Flex.
that.
And I think about it. So I'm not the old man sitting on the porch going, "Get off my lawn." You know, I understand. I was young, just like y'all were. So I ain't telling you turn that music down. That's the
they were
devil's
fine.
work.
Oh, yeah,
Right? Because
I
my
remember
mom and them
that.
did it. Like when I was listening to Prince.
Northside. Oh, my
My
bad.
mom was like, "No, you good." My mom was like, when she heard Prince, she was like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Prince? What you mean? What is that?" You know, it's just the era that we grew up in. But you know, I miss the real love songs. I miss the Keith Sweat. I miss the Gerald Leverts.
Shoot,
I
that's
miss
you,
the new
ain't-
editions. Well, yeah, I'm really.
But see, that's you, baby. What you
but,
saying?
but they're not promoting that anymore. You know, even
But you
the,
do,
the
have y'all
Isley
ever
Brothers.
heard? Have y'all ever heard him do some Gerald Levert music, baby?
Yeah, we do that.
Baby, he
But
better be
look,
glad. Okay, my bad.
no, but
He's
saying-
good, baby.
But I miss the Luther band. Remember, we had the Quiet Storm when we were growing up.
Oh,
Like similar to the
yeah.
music we got in the
Keith
background. Man, you come home and put on the Quiet Storm and Luther,
Oh yeah,
you know, the Isley Brothers, you know,
make babies
The
to that
Whispers.
music. Yeah.
you know, it was you could go to sleep and wake up to
Yes.
the Quiet Storm in the middle of the night kept you calm. And now
Pretty much commercial free.
if you ride all night and put your radio on these stations, it's violent all night.
Remember when we used to record them
Right,
with
we used to
the
record
tape?
'em.
We used to record them and different songs and little
Right.
radio runs through the holidays. You hear all that good old music and
Right.
stuff like that.
Not
But
now.
no, everybody twerking, baby.
Right,
You got
right.
turkeys twerking. You see
Right.
them on the commercials. Everybody twerking.
Right. So it's gotten to where there's no line.
Right.
Like you said, we used to record. I just forgot all about that. We would literally record the Quiet Storm, so we could just play it whenever we want to play it.
Yeah.
You know, in case you had a date over or something. You like,
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Shout out to
baby.
the cassette players.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get this cassette player. Matter of fact, I got a cassette player in there right now with cassettes. A lot
Wow.
of people don't have that. So
They need to bring some of that stuff back. These kids just don't know what they are actually missing out. Everything is so easy access. You can do this, push this button, do this down.
Right.
They coming up with stuff where you don't even have to take a bath. Did you see that Lumi, some kind of cream? This lady, I forgot what it's called, some Lumi cream or something where they don't have to take a bath. You put it in your butt cracks.
Oh,
and
no, I don't even
all
wanna
of
do
the
that.
cats. Baby,
That-
please get in the tub.
that's for white folks. Black folks. Black
No,
folks don't
no,
do that.
no, no. We-
like,
no.
like white folks say they don't use towels. and
That
black
walk
folks-
back, that walk by we ain't gonna be
Yeah.
something serious, baby.
Black
No,
folks,
we
you
ain't
gonna-
having
you
that.
gonna have to bring a
Cause my
soap
whole
and a
face gonna
towel.
show you smell. Girl, come here.
Yeah.
About to tackle this girl.
No. No, black
But
folks.
yeah.
You said it's a cream.
Yeah, it's called Lumi, some kind of stuff. Let me see what this is about.
Now, I'm about to get like Paul Mooney on that. Over my dead body.
That's what they gonna smell like. Cause I don't know.
One
what is it,
down
Lumi?
and two to go. You better shower it up.
Cream. I'm trying.
No,
to
don't. That black folks ain't gonna buy that cream. And I'm pretty sure black folks listening know that. We need soap and water.
I'm gonna. You know, the wet wipes don't count, ladies. Wet wipes is not a bath, baby.
Well, the wet wipes are better than the
but
the
there's some
Lumi.
cream, but still, but you come on, you still got.
But see, people have to ask, if you're putting cream on your body, what is it doing to your skin that it can dissolve odor or clean dirt?
It's just
cream.
covering up. And
No.
it's layering. It's like it's covering. It's gonna be layers. By the time they get into
No. That's that.
that water, gonna be so serious. You,
gonna
have a
be
little
smelling-
mini mud
you gonna be
slide.
smelling like an African over there. What is that you smell?
Shit, even the Africans gonna be holding their nose.
Yeah.
She's not one of us. No,
No.
that's gonna be a different smell. They're used to. And no disrespect to Africans. Oh my God, I love y'all there.
Well, we're not disrespecting
No,
them,
right?
but
Just because I
but
made a
y'all
joke
are
about
musty
it, but them
now.
motherfuckers. Oh,
Excuse me. Y'all are musty. These you Africans, y'all are musty. So look, we're not gonna hold on. The Africans, we're not gonna play like y'all ain't musty. You know. So you go hold on. You Africans, y'all are musty. We're not gonna ever We're not gonna ever think I'm gonna have to do this to my co-host.
I have to get this mouth under control. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got Richard Pryor. She be over here. What did you just say? But we good. We got it under control.
I apologize. Oh my God. Yeah.
We got it. But look, it's important that we, start having the conversation. I'm gonna tell you. Did you listen to Jess Hilarious?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Love me some
She did an
Jess.
interview with Cam Newton.
Okay.
And
He a
again,
trip.
I think I want all our people to be successful. So I don't ever want to come on here and make somebody think I'm attacking somebody. But she said something that raised my antennas. She referred to herself about her career getting off the ground, and her dude didn't like it, or she referred to herself as a B. Yeah, man, my B this, my B that.
Was her who?
A B, the word to be, B-I-T, what women call it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm saying to our women, at what point do you stop? Because as a man, I'm not going to refer to myself as a no good such and such and such. I'm just not. I don't know too many men who will. That doesn't mean they're not. But when you use that term as a woman, think about it. You're a queen.
Right.
So a queen would never demean herself.
Right.
And when I hear Jess say it, I'm not just blaming her. Cam Newton didn't stop one minute and say, that ain't a good look.
Right.
As a man, I guess I'm older. I would have said, hey, I love you and I think you're beautiful and I want you to have a great career.
Right.
But if you got to refer to yourself as that, how far do you think that's going to go? Beyonce can sit in front of you. She may put it on a record.
But she'll never
She
say
ain't gonna
it.
put it in front of you. She's not gonna sit in front of you and talk like that.
Right.
And, Jay had a problem with a B being in charge, but a B being because she know that's not ladylike.
Right. Know when to be ladylike. That's the
Right,
thing. Because
right.
you have some very impressionable young ladies out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the word is decorum. You got to walk in different rooms and speak a certain way.
Right.
Like my co-host, who's a cusser.
I'm a mofo cusser.
I had to bring the buzz up
better
on
have
her.
that finger ready. Better have it ready.
I got to be like on the Steve
But
Harvey show.
I promise you, I'm working on me.
I
God
told
know
her-
my heart.
I told her, you gonna get
What
my
that
show.
mouth do?
You gonna get my show kicked off the radio
am
station
not.
before it gets on there.
What that mouth do? Okay,
so we had to pull out the censor on her.
yeah. Do I need to hold it? Because
Right.
no,
No,
you do.
let me hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Better
hold it.
bleep out the whole segment. My bad.
But look,
Amen.
okay, it's at the center of what's destroying our family, our black families. Again, her referring to herself that way, the masculine female rappers and how they come off.
Right.
It's at the center. So, that's why there's a big push to promote within the black community, especially the LGBTQ agenda, and push the narrative of toxic masculinity. Now, I'm going to ask you, you're a lady. Wouldn't you want a man to be a man?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll say this and then you can answer. Masculinity is not a problem. I know why they don't want you to be masculine, because now you're talking about leaders.
Right.
When you want a man to be feminine, that means what? He can't go to war with me. He can't build soldiers. He can't even talk to men, speak to other men in leadership roles. So when you take out masculine, a man should be masculine and not dominant. Okay? To be dominant means I got to come in and bulldog everybody in the house. No.
Right.
Masculine means you operate in the order of a man. A man creates order in his home. A man
Right.
is a provider.
Right.
He gives provision, etc., etc. For his family, he's an example. So I think people have to understand, when you hear the word that was thrown around from Barack Obama and others, toxic masculinity, it was thrown out there to knock black men down, only black men. You didn't hear it from anybody else.
Right.
So what's your view on people using that word so loosely?
Well, I don't know. It's pretty much like mindsets, and they can say all day long. A woman should know her place and her role in life. And I say place when I mean it loosely. Not she can't do what he does, but allow your man to be the man that he's supposed to be, if he's gonna be your man. But
in reality, a woman can't do what a man do.
No, she cannot. She
because
cannot.
A man can go out there and have 39 babies.
right.
She can go out there and have 2, and they'll look at her differently,
Right.
which is not fair. So,
Right.
like you said, that's why we have to know our positions. As a woman, don't get into comparing yourself to a
Right.
man. No different than a man.
Right.
There are certain things we don't agree with. Like a woman can be feminine as a man. When a man is feminine, we have an issue with that.
Right.
You know, you're being.
And that's not bad at all. But a lot of guys are afraid to show their emotions. That's another thing.
Well, that's not feminine. Emotions.
No,
not feminine, yeah.
but I'm just saying they look at, you got a lot of men that think if I cry or if I show her I can be loved, they look at it like I'm being feminine, and that's just like you said, that's not what that means. That just means you're in touch with who you are, you're
Right,
emotionally
right.
attached to who you with. You know, I'm just saying in general, that's not
Right.
that's not
Well,
that. But
well,
I'm
because
just saying,
women would take that for a lot of women would take that for a weakness. A man,
and
right.
you're right, and I agree with that,
Right,
and I
right.
agree
So-
with that. So, but see, it's hard out here. You don't know what's what and who's who, but you have to be confident in yourself. You can't allow a whole lot in your relationship to be done. You have to know when to, you know what I'm saying, or talk to them and holler and encourage them, ask them what's wrong. How can I make this better? Sit down, or do the little thing I've heard on certain shows and stuff. Write down what you don't like about me. I'm gonna write down what I don't like about you, and let's see what we can fix. You know what I'm saying? You have to come to some kind. I don't know, but you're supposed to know your role. I didn't mean jump all off in circles,
No, you
but
good.
a lot
You
of
good.
things, a lot of things can play a role in how people respond and react to certain things. If I don't know, it's some people you can be in a whole conversation with somebody and they can twist up and then it turn into a debate, and you're not having a debate, you're having a conversation.
Right, having a conversation.
And it get twisted up, then it turn into something else, and now you off track, and you still never resolve what you initially.
That's why
that's
why we need to have the conversation, because
It's crazy.
even talking about toxic masculinity,
Right.
Saucy Santana, you familiar with the rapper Saucy Santana? He did an interview where he talked about if he would have had a dad in the house, his life probably would have been different, because he was molested by his cousin, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. And his mother, he felt like he didn't get the protection. And I say to a lot of our women, pushing men away from the children, even if he's not in the house. I know sometimes two people don't get along, but if you let me finish the point. Hold on. But I'm just telling you, the rate of women raising children by themselves has a higher failure rate, and our women don't understand that pushing men out the house. That young man, along with it was another two young men who are gay that I know. They came on later that night and said it touched him so bad. It touched them so, it was so personal that they didn't grow up with a father in the house.
Right.
So our children, again, the protection of a man and a woman, this is only affecting black communities. This child, he was basically molested, and I don't know if you like me, I know exactly who's around my children.
And
I'm not even a family member.
You couldn't even hold mine. You
Right,
couldn't sit no
I'm not
laps,
trusting you.
none
So
of
I
that.
tell people it's a reason that is pushed toward us to tell our black women, you want the man to be, well, that's toxic masculinity, and he needs to be more basically feminine. No, you want a man to be a man.
No, he need to be, yeah.
And no different than a woman. I have an issue with women being too accepting of homosexuality. Now, again, somebody gay, great, I get it. But the man completely being a transgender man and calling you a cis, I don't do that with a stud. Can't do that. I respect that you're a stud, but I'm not going to identify you as a man. I'm not going to do that.
Right. I identify you for who I know that you are. I respect what you choose.
Right. But women are too accepting of this.
Right.
Hey, cis. I'm a cis woman. No, you're not. Like I say, who are they trying to replace?
Right.
So I think we have to have that conversation, because it's only pushed on us. Again, Saucy Santana said something that was deep. Because I know, and I can identify to a certain degree, because my dad, when in my house, my uncle, my mother, my
dad
mother
wasn't
raised
in
me.
mine.
Yeah, my uncle, his brother stepped up and raised me, and then I had other men around me from cousins who really stepped up,
and that makes a difference.
Right,
too.
that made a big difference. But you still miss. Nobody's gonna protect you like your mother, your father. You would think anyway. You would think.
Yeah.
You would think anyway. So.
But you had some protectors to step up and step
Oh yeah,
in.
yeah. I had a great circle. I had a great circle. But when I hear that word, toxic masculinity, it's definitely set to weaken and discredit black men and the leadership. Because again, even during this political debacle, as I call it, that was only attacked on black men.
Right.
Black men, y'all should have done this. Black men, y'all don't like your mamas.
Right.
How
was
was a
crazy.
political candidate, who again we know this woman did not identify as black, which that's no problem.
Right.
She
Kamala.
She doesn't identify. She's not comparable to my mother or the black women that in my community, even you, because you're from the culture.
Right.
She's not from the culture.
Right.
That cooking collard greens in the bathtub threw me off. Where your booty go? I don't want to eat over there. You might as well say you put them in the commode. Now I know the sink, or a tub. Like back in the day, older people had a tub, but she was in the bathtub.
No, not the baby. Right. They had a metal thing, whatever, bin.
Right.
It wasn't the physical tub you bathe in.
Right, but I want to get to let me reinforce what Saucy Santana, also Andrew Schultz, a comedian, he joked about raping Kendrick Lamar, the rapper Kendrick Lamar, and it was just crazy for a man to sit there and say what he would do to him because he's so small, and now Andrew Schultz is, because of joking about raping Kendrick Lamar, he's getting death threats. Now, who's surprised about that?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Are you surprised?
No. They're making everything the norm. Why are they so comfortable to do and say certain things? Because everybody's being outed in the industry and stuff like that. But I know that's another ball game. But I wouldn't have never said nothing like that. Right. Kendrick people probably told they people, they other people, they heard the people, and there it is.
And Kendrick is from Compton.
What? And he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, so you got Compton. So somebody want to do something to him, which let me say on this show, we don't advocate violence.
No, we do not.
We are from North Memphis, but we don't.
Thumbs up.
We don't advocate violence.
Right, but we know it exists.
But
so.
but when you speak on that level, Andrew Schultz, then expect what's coming. Hands and foots. If people want to put pause on you at this point because you went deep in what you thought was a comedic rant about raping a black man. So there's a lot of history here. So shout out to Compton. Shout out to Kendrick's fans who stepped up and said, we're going to put hands and foots on that boy.
Because they not like us. He ain't like us. We don't do that.
You don't, that's, to me, respect to anybody that's gay. I don't think going in on a homosexual joke of raping, even rape of a woman, when you get into rape, that's a dark subject. So why even go there? Because that's personal to a lot of people, male and female, who have been raped.
What's the joke?
Right. What's the joke that you're bragging about raping somebody?
Right.
Or what you would do to them. But what we're going to do right here again, and we're going to take a commercial break. So
I'm going to take a wine break.
She going to take a wine break.
Ain't you got to drink?
Look, if you're in the Memphis area, call the Fishing Magician for the best catfish. Whole fillets, nuggets, and steaks. Just call 901-729-0486 and follow him on Facebook, Alonzo Frazier, for dates and time if you're in the Memphis area. That's the Fishing Magician. As I said, he did my Thanksgiving dinner with the fish. I did whole fish, filet fish, and me and my kids had a ball. So definitely call them. Again, the number is 901-729-0486, and that's the Fishing Magician if you're in the Memphis area and surrounding areas. Okay? So let's kind of get back. That food kind of made me hungry.
I know, right? I'm sitting over there. The fish, I said, you almost had to push the button.
Yeah.
But it did sound good. The Fishing Magician.
Right.
I mean, he got some magic hand in that cone meal.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's the man. So, but again, we got to stop being divided in our community.
Right.
Dr. George Frazier has spoke about this on how we're divided. And again, remember people like Barack Obama, Roland Martin, Ricky Smiley, as going as far again to say that black men must hate their mothers because they didn't want to vote for a black woman. See, that shows you how extreme that you have to go because your vote is individual.
Right. You ain't got nothing to do with my mom.
I'm voting independent. If you don't have something for me, then there's nothing for me to vote for. So
why would I vote? Right.
Right, but this is how they speak to us. See,
Right.
These payouts that were done at the $1 billion that was raised for Kamala Harris,
Right.
and Roland Martin, I think, got 250,000. Al Sharpton got $500,000, and now people are saying to MSNBC that he should be fired because it's a conflict of interest. See, they're working for the DNC, and they're not neutral, so you're not supposed to do that. If she wants to buy advertising, like if you
Right.
come on here.
Right.
If you buy advertising, okay, and I'm gonna ask you the hard question. If I interview you, I don't work
Right,
for you.
right.
I want to know, hey, again, like I always ask, hey, VP Kamala Harris, what are you gonna do about inflation? You got high rent. I'm asking all these questions,
Right.
and you can't get on here with me and go again. Well, my mother was a
I'm talking about what you gonna do.
right.
Okay, hey mom,
Right,
how she doing? But
yeah,
what you gonna do?
Right, what your mama having to have an accent ain't got nothing to do with my rent.
Right. Now how we're gonna bring that down, ma'am.
So we want to let me see if I can play something for you from Dr. Frazier. This is talking about the black family. This is what triggered me to want to have this conversation. Dr. Frazier. Let me make sure I find it. But we got to start having the open and honest conversation
Yeah.
about what's going on within the black community.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the Dr. Frazier. I thought I had it. Let me see. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. I thought I had Dr. Frazier speaking on this. And he's talking about the black family. Oh, here he is right here.
Okay.
I want you to listen.
Challenges black people have for the next 100 years. The number one challenge is the existential crisis of the black family. The existential crisis of the black family. Marriage in our culture is down to 34%. When we were growing up, it was 85%. It's now down to 34%. 71% of our sisters are not married. 29% will never get married. 63% of our brothers are not married.
Fair use.
30% of them will never get married. There is no culture in the history of humankind that has risen to maximize their full human potential without family at the center of their culture. This only exists. This is an interesting but negative statistic. This phenomenon of the existential crisis of our family only exists.
All right. That was Dr. Frazier, Dr.
Yeah,
George
feeling
Frazier,
that.
fair use. So this is why we have to have this conversation. And to be honest with you, this is what made me go into having a podcast, because I was having so many conversations with people who were uninformed, and a lot of them being uninformed to me was intentional, because when they try to have a conversation with me, I would be like, okay, have you researched? Well, no, I ain't researched. Okay,
Oh
well,
yeah, you gotta do your own research.
that's black folks.
Yeah.
The term say, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it where?
In a in a book.
In a book.
In a book. In a book. In a book. In a
I'm
book.
about to give you the.
In a book.
Yeah, and it's sad, but they said that because they didn't teach you how to read.
Right.
They blocked you from learning how to read for that reason. So say, hey, we're not going to let them read. So put all the information in the book. They'll never know it.
Right.
And when we started to read, we advanced so fast. So some of our biggest inventors, inventions such as the light bulb, the telephone, some of your biggest inventions, even the home security video, black woman. So black people have invented probably the most things on earth. Dr. George Frazier just said something important. Name me a family that's a culture where success is done without the foundation of a family. You can't do it. And back to what we were talking about. No disrespect to Glorilla. She's living her best life. But when you say I ain't got no end and he ain't got me, that's a separation. You don't realize
Right then
that.
and there.
Right. You're not talking family.
Right.
It's just, when we came up, there were party songs. You remember It Takes Two?
To make a thing go right.
Right. It was party music. You don't
Yeah.
have party music now. You have music that when it comes on, somebody's naked within the first 4 bars.
Right.
Somebody's drunk.
Right. And back then, they used to be cute with their little short skirts. You didn't see
Right.
no booties, and you didn't see all that. They had fitted
Right.
clothes on, and they were cute.
Right.
Now, you can still see your body in shape. You can leave some to the imagination.
Right.
But go ahead, though. Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
again, and that's what you said. You want your woman to be your woman. If your woman
Right.
is identified by everybody as half naked,
Right.
then that's not your woman. Because again, there were cute young ladies when I grew up who if your breasts were out, it was a problem. But they could dress nice, put on them Levi's, have them creased up, and we like, oh, look at such and such. No different than the guys. The guys,
Yeah.
we didn't have on any tight jeans. We put
Y'all
on.
wouldn't have dared wear no skinny jeans
No,
or sagging
no.
pants back then.
Look, if you wore skinny jeans, it was clothes passed down by your older brother, or clothes that you outgrown. Like you said, that you had to go home because you gonna tell your mama, I can't wear them no more. I can't wear. Mama, I love you to death.
Don't play with it
you
because they
gonna have to
will
go-
check you up out of there.
You gonna have to go to Sears and get me.
And that was just a Sears Crosstown. That's,
right.
Yeah, that's
you got
what
to
it
go
was.
to Sears or Zare or
I forgot
Woolworth.
about Zara, all the good stores.
Right, you gonna have to go get me a new pair of pants. Now I wear them for the rest of the year, but I can't. The skinny jeans, come on.
See, they little prints and stuff.
Yeah. The
Some of them
the
guys
print
had
that-
camel toes.
Right, no.
But I mean, that's what they look like. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not a
It's
good
not,
look. It's not a good look. So,
Because they will check you. I promise.
so even we're talking about skinny jeans. It's feminizing men because, like you said,
Yeah.
what man is gonna put on a tight suit, tight pants?
Not back then.
Nah. So a lot of the younger brothers who do it now don't understand. Hey man, that's a fashion given to you by gay people. No masculine man is making a suit to fit you.
Right.
That's some what we call nut cutters.
Yeah.
No man is gonna do that. So that and again, it's sad because when we talk about men being feminized, I know you know Netta and Charles, right? Mm-hmm. And Shamar, Billy Porter, these people. But if we're advertising Netta and Charles as she's a woman, he's the man,
Right.
what does it say about you, the physical woman? Because he's getting more attention than you are.
No, he ain't cute though.
Who ain't cute? Netta.
Netta is out.
Netta look like Bill Cosby. with
Okay,
acne.
a strong face Bill
A
Cosby. They got them
strong-faced
craters
Bill
in her
Cosby,
face.
yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, then, ma'am,
let me
I'm sorry, I
apologize
love
to
you.
Mr.
I mean, I don't-
Cosby.
I-
But Mr. Cosby, I don't because Mr. Cosby.
You little pudding puss.
Yeah, he was not an ugly man like
No,
that.
he wasn't,
But
but-
Netta is Bill Cosby in a fire.
And then that shape. Well, what kind of shape
Oh,
is
my
that? Name that
goodness.
shape.
Oh,
I don't
my
know.
goodness.
But that's them. They love each other, I guess.
Well, I don't
The
have a
social
problem with them
media
loving
love.
each other. I have a problem with how they're promoted
Present
as a
and
man
promote,
and a
yeah.
woman.
But they're two men,
Right, Netta.
I guess.
What's
But it's freedom of choice.
It's
I
a
don't
comedian.
Care,
What's a comedian name? He's gay. Oh man, he's an old school comedian, but he's gay. And even the one down in New Orleans, he's a rapper. He got a documentary going. I can't remember anybody's name
Me
right now.
neither. And I'm trying to think myself.
He's down in New Orleans, but he always says, they say, well, how do you want people to address you? He said, the ones who address me, like he says, nieces and nephews address him as uncle. You know, he doesn't require for somebody to call him a woman. And that's my whole thing. If you're a gay man, just be a gay man. What's wrong? I grew up with gay men.
Right.
This new generation of trans, like Dave Chappelle said, the only people that hate him are the trans.
Wow.
The regular gay people, we have no problem with. You and I grew up with people we went to school with.
Right.
And to this day, I'm friends with people who are gay.
I know a couple of them.
Right.
yeah.
Have no problem with
No.
their lifestyle.
They are who they are.
They live their life. They're not pushing the agenda on me to say, hey, I'm me, them, they, and a bunch
Right.
of us.
Right.
That's the issue that I have with the new agenda. So when I see Netta and Charles, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not going
Right.
to put the Miss Netta when I know I'm talking about a man. Okay, we just gonna keep it 100 on that.
gonna keep it
It's
100,
Netta and
'cause-
Charles
Yeah.
for me.
Netta and
Shamar, Billy Porter, who is used by the Democrats for a whole lot of reasons. And Billy Porter is really not that talented. I don't know if you know Billy Porter. He was at the White House not long ago in a sequence muumuu, and he's wearing, he was one complaining about Hollywood. He ain't making no money, and he ain't doing this. It's like, okay.
Right.
Black actors in Hollywood, let me say this. Don't take the job if you're not going to get paid what you're not going to get paid or what you feel you need to be paid. Even with, what's the girl name from Empire? She just did a thing with Oprah where she said she wasn't getting her money.
Taraji.
I want to support them, but the problem is you're going in here taking less money.
Off top, you know this.
Right. So
why would you do it?
Right. Don't come back and complain later and say, well, they didn't pay me and I didn't get what I was supposed to get. Well,
that's your management team. What's going on with them?
You negotiated.
Right.
Because I think she was breaking down her pay at, I'm giving an example. I think she said this. If she made $500 on a movie, tax is going to take almost $250, which she needs to learn how to get some tax write-offs. Like Donald Trump, they wouldn't be taking all the money like that. By the time her team get her percentage, and her son who goes to private school, but then your son shouldn't be in private school.
Right.
You know, you have
can't
to
afford that.
Right, if you can't afford it, so like with me, I can't sit here and complain. Well, by the time I pay my rent, pay my car note, pay my credit cards.
If I got to do all that, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. So
not like that.
I make my bills manageable.
Right.
So, just got to do better with, again, not buying into this agenda. But also before, I want to jump into Eric Adams, the New York mayor, Eric Adams, talked about New York is in a $6.4 million deficit due to immigration. He said they don't have money to put back into senior care, no investment in our youth. But he was used to promote immigration. And the minute he said the damages that it was doing, just like it's doing in Chicago, the Democrats, instead of fixing this, they're going against Trump's deportation. California has just become a sanctuary city to promote or protect illegal immigrants. Now, we've been fighting for black rights, I'm going to just say the last 5 years. Nobody stepped up to help us do anything.
Well,
but the minute there's an issue with an immigrant, all of a sudden you lock the city down. Hey, we're going to protect these immigrants at all costs. Again, they go back to, over my dead body, one down and two to go when it comes to the immigrants. When black folks got a problem, Negroes quit begging.
Okay.
Quit begging Negro. We're not going to protect y'all. If they got if they locking you out of a financial offices, then we're sorry about that, but we're not going to protect you.
Right. They're coming over here getting benefits to live and start companies and all that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, getting funded very well. And you and I are taxpayers.
Right.
So when people say, well, to me, why are you worried about that? Because my tax dollar goes into
whatever they're giving them
to
get a good start on life when they come to the free world, free country.
And they're not getting kicked out of Mexico. Keep in mind, they're just leaving. Like one lady was on there with Donald Trump is the president. I'm leaving and going back to Mexico.
Bye.
You going back?
Then you owe us something. If he gave you something, and what you leaving and taking? You can't take nothing that was given to you here with you. To be fair,
so you came over here free will. So you coming over here to hustle because I'll tell people this: the majority of Hispanics or immigrants that come here, the money that they make they send it back to home. It doesn't circulate over here. Their dollar goes back home.
Yeah.
So, and I'm with Trump when it comes to deportation of illegal immigrants. Keep in mind, the word is illegal. They're illegal.
Right.
Now, President Obama did the same thing. He sent them out, but he also made a DACA program for them to come back legally.
Right.
Now,
do it right, and we got you set up
do
to
it
come
the right
back.
way.
Right. Just do it the right way.
So I'm telling our people, stop fighting for everybody else when nobody's fighting for us. For us, we're not getting anything.
Right. At all.
This is why I said the Democrats are dangerous. But there's a governor. Let me make sure I get him right. Let me see, because as I said, Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, he's declined to say whether he's going to put a deadline on it that he would have to make a decision about Trump immigration. So Harris also, she was a part of that influx in migrants at the border. She was supposed to go down there, and when they asked her, hey, you were over the border, she was like, yeah, I was. Did you go to the border? She was like, no. Why not? Okay. Well, I never been to Europe either. Well, damn it, you ain't assigned to Europe.
Right, you supposed to go to the border.
You supposed to go to
the
border. But she was, I ain't never been to Europe. That just another shows how dingy she is. Again, California.
Kamala.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Kamala, and all the West Indians.
But go ahead.
That. Okay. Shout out to So again, we haven't even put Trump in office.
Right.
And already the Democrats are blocking him on deportation.
See, Trump is business. That's what another thing a lot of people have to understand. He business. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's doing it as a citizen.
Yeah.
Because we have a Venezuelan gang problem now in Tennessee, in Memphis, in different states. And I don't know if a lot of people pay attention to this. Look how many people share missing young black children and people on the internet, and nobody's talking about it.
And that's the thing.
But if a white child come up missing for 30 seconds, you got an Amber Alert.
You don't even get the Amber Alerts no more, but yet it's running down the page that they missing.
No. I get them on the highway when I'm driving on the highway in my phone.
Usually you be out through your phone like every day. If you like you just
talking about Amber Alert for a white child.
I'm talking about the blacks.
No, you're not gonna get no Amber Alert on
because that's all you see.
You'll just get
on Facebook.
I'm
speaking on them.
Shaquanda was last seen wearing Jordans and black.
That's it.
And burgundy weed.
If you see my daughter call so and so, that's it.
Right.
Share this post.
Right, but when that white child, a white person. Come up missing. They got an Amber Alert nationwide. They bring out the troops.
You're right.
They bring out the troops. So also with Trump's deportation, a bill introduced in the Missouri Senate would give residents $1,000 payout for reporting migrants who entered the country illegally.
They own people finna turn on them.
Give me that number.
What? Okay. What's that number, Bill?
I'm saying, hey, Pedro.
Do you have the number?
Hey, senor. Hey, Pedro. We having a party last night.
Okay, everybody.
Can you come over
and bring 20 friends?
Yes, Bring all your friends.
Yeah, bring that friend.
I got 30,000
and the babies,
right
baby. This is a family. We're gonna have a family reunion in here.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Pedro. Yeah. Oh, senor, thank you so very much. Don't forget, don't forget, be here at 7.
Dress to impress. We're gonna have a photo shoot and everything.
Yeah, because it's gonna be your last party over here. And I'm about to get a bag.
Talk about the Last Supper for real.
Yeah, so
I'm telling.
This is in Missouri now. A $1,000 payout for reporting migrants who entered the country illegally. They said this proposal is one of the least 7 bills. They got 7 bills. These Republicans going in introduced to the state legislators to focus on immigration.
They gotta go.
They said all sponsored by Republican legislators. Then they were telling us about 2025. I'm okay with 2025 when it's getting out illegal immigrants.
Yeah, look how close it is to 2025. So it's going to be a roundup in here. Because we're in 2025.
Right, we're here now. This is Senator Dave Gregory. He proposed a legislation which would create an online portal for people who make the reports. Okay, I got to go check that out. I'm sure I know somebody in Tennessee that's illegal. So y'all better hide your cousins.
All these doggone companies and business, landscaping and painting.
Let me think about that, because I think my yard guys, they're Mexican, so I don't want to lose my...
No, don't mess that up. Fair
black folks cut you once a month.
If you know, you know. You know.
Black
they don't get no
folks cut
pay.
your yard once a month. My Mexican guy, he's here every 2 weeks on time. So
you ain't got to call him.
So I might have to hold that ICE phone call.
What's fair is fair.
Right, I might have to hold that phone call.
Gone is gone. Give me the website. Then that way it won't be on your conscience. I do it for you.
Okay, well, let him. Well,
and I split the money.
Well, I need him back here. But look, in entertainment, have you heard of Shabuzi? Okay, this guy, amazing singer. I looked him up. He was snubbed by the Country Music Awards show. He has one of the longest running songs or hits. And it's kind of back to like Beyonce.
What's the name of the song? Have you?
Shabuzi. If you pull him up.
A little bit. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I don't want to get a strike. I can't play him on the show because that's his music, Shabuzi.
Oh, okay.
But he's got really, really good music. But he was snubbed. He didn't get one award, nor was he nominated. And
Cause he black.
Cause he's black. And I'm telling black artists right now, do me a favor, create country soul. And let me go back to all genres of music was created by black folks. Rock and roll, yes, Shabuzi.
Okay.
Rock and roll, rap, blues, jazz, you name it. It was created. Even grunge was created by black people. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You made a good point. Make it country soul.
make Beyonce, make country soul. Even Nas
I like
X.
that.
Nas X song was so big that they
Yeah.
took it off the charts.
Yeah.
And then when it was number one, and then they took it off the charts and they put it back on the country charts, and it went back to number one. So
yeah.
I don't think a record has ever done that. He got pulled off and still went back to number one with Old Town Road. And then Beyonce's big song. What's the name of hers?
I'm from Texas.
This ain't Texas.
This ain't Texas.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but when I tell you, it took over country music. And again, the powers to be and white people did not want Beyonce.
That's what it is. This ain't Texas.
Yeah,
You said
this
it
ain't
right.
okay. That's
Yeah.
why I have a problem with black folks saying Eminem is the best rapper when I got to go
Lord.
through Rakim, when I got to go through KRS-One, when I got to go through Tretch from Naughty by Nature. I could go through a whole LL Cool J.
Nas,
I
the
could go through. Yeah.
refugees.
So when I hear black folks say that from 50 Cent, brother, you're a suspect to even say
Heavy D.
to say that man's name number
Right.
one
No, he's
over
not.
all these black rappers who paved the way.
Nah, he might be a number one white rapper.
Well, he's to me. I mean,
He do what he do, but he's
See,
not the number one.
that's
Not
like
out of the black.
Jake Paul.
no.
You're giving him credit for something when in the reality he's not. He's stealing black culture. Is what
He
he's
is.
doing.
He's-
He's
yeah,
imitating
yeah.
black culture at the end
He
of the
is.
day.
But-
And that's why he's popular. He imitated black culture, and it's just not a good look. So let me say this. I want to get to this right quick. Also in entertainment, shout out to Colorado football. Coach Prime. I think he's 9-3. I said 9-2. He has Travis Hunter, who is the best two-way player in the game. Also his son Shador, who is one of the top quarterbacks, if not the top, in college football. But I saw something at the game. I don't know if you saw Travis Hunter with his girlfriend. They won the game. I think they won 52-0. And everybody's celebrating when he comes off the field. His girlfriend, he's talking to her and she's complaining and looking crazy.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
man, if that was
Snubbing him a little bit.
right, wouldn't kiss him. And
Nothing.
I'm saying this,
Kills me.
young man, get a prenup.
Right. They're showing you right
you
there.
are a target for a lot of these women because you're a young black man.
Yeah, and they just trying to
and
get
you're going to
in.
be successful. And I saw a video with her saying that when she met him, he wasn't her type.
Now,
You know,
he need to see this video then.
well,
Play it for him.
He's in the video.
Lord.
He's in the video. So
Now he wrong for that.
and a lot of these black players,
She letting them know on
instead
the
of you
front
guys getting with black women, you go get with these tragic mulattoes, these biracial girls.
Because we're going to have a mixed baby. Our baby going to be
And
cute.
It's just, Coach Prime said he's
That
going
is
to
not
do
true.
his prenup. Please do a prenup for this young
Yeah.
man because that young lady
Yeah, she's gonna get
showed
him.
you right there.
She hope
you
she
know,
don't get pregnant.
You need to get a prenup in place even if she has a baby because she's a problem.
Yes, off top.
She is a problem.
I saw him. He
and-
ain't all that cute though.
Right. Well,
I ain't just be, I'm just saying, but see nowadays it be. I know.
if he's an athlete, it doesn't matter if he's cute. If
but
he's a
she
singer,
just want to get in. I'm just saying that.
but you don't have to be cute. When a man got money, that cuteness goes out the door.
Trust me, but the affection is not there. That's obvious.
Right.
But she's not affectionate towards him. I don't
Right.
know why he don't see that. I promise you, he was fine and had it.
Right. I mean, he
but
does,
that's just me as a
he
woman.
doesn't look like a supermodel, but
not close.
he is one
But
of the
he got
top
the money.
players. He's going to definitely go to the pros and do
Yeah,
well
he's going.
in the NFL. He's going to make a lot of money.
She
but,
just trying to get in, baby. Please get a prenup, just like he
right.
said.
So I tell these guys, you don't know how many stories, and you can look them up of how many NFL players saying their white or their non-black partners have called them the N-word.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's going to go back to.
Yeah.
Find you a good, everyday black woman, a foundational black woman from your neighborhood, and she going to ride with you. Because all you're doing is transferring wealth. When you get with a woman outside of the black community, that's just a transference of wealth. That's all it is.
Yeah,
that's why
I agree.
these NBA players are paying $30,000, $50,000 a month to these white women. Because that marriage wouldn't go. I don't know of one NBA marriage, if there's one, tell me, where she's white, he's black, and they lasted all these years. She rode it out with him.
I remember
Past his career.
Yeah.
It's not a high number. The numbers got to be small.
You're right.
Yeah, the numbers got to be small. So, look, we've got to start having the conversation about our community. We've got to start seeing more black love. And if you're white and you listen to this is nothing against you. If you Asian, it's nothing against you. And again, people can love who they love. You can love a person that's Asian or white or Hispanic, but for some reason, we don't love each other the same way. And that's my problem, is you're giving your love. Like, I don't know if you pay attention now, a lot of commercials, they're commercials of biracial marriages.
Yeah.
They don't show healthy black couples in marriage.
They even segregate us on packaging, like pull-ups and Pampers. You got the white family. If you check out some of the packaging on the Pampers and pull-ups, you don't see a black father on there.
Right. You always see
just the mama and the kids, but everybody else on the other packaging, Loves and everybody else, you got the mama, the daddy, the babies, and everybody. They segregate us, and we see it.
They do it in photos. Somebody was showing that at one of the Kmart pictures or Walmart.
Yeah.
You had the whole white family. Then over there you had the black mother and the two children. See, that goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Our black mothers, our black women can't be the narrative that you're okay with raising children by yourself. Because again, it shows a single parent home is less productive to our children.
It is,
But look, guys, if you lasted this long between me and
Auntie,
you crazy auntie over here, who I had to push the
what that see, there it is. I can talk in tongues too.
I gotta put the sensor right on my head. So.
On the microphone. We gonna have to set this mic.
Right. Look,
I'm not that bad.
We had a great time. Look, tell them where they can follow you at on Facebook.
Well, actually, Marcinette Williams. I'm on Facebook. Marcinette.Williams.16 at Faith Walk on Instagram, or just Google Marcinette Williams. You'll find me. I'm out there. Auntie out there. And you're going to always hear my little slogan, what that mouth do, little booties matters, and it's always Virgo season. Amen. Little booties do matter. Okay, remember that. We're the reason some of y'all are here. Amen.
Little booties.
Oh, yeah, that little good booty, baby. Y'all know what's in there.
Little booties do.
Especially mine. But, it's all good.
Little booties matter. Okay. That's a hell of a slogan.
Yes, it is. Little booties matter. Baby. We do.
Look, also you can follow me on YouTube, the Terry Podcast, and on the Real Terry Harris on Facebook. Again, that's on YouTube. Well, actually, YouTube and Facebook, the Real Terry Harris and the Terry Podcast. And again, thank you guys for tuning in with me and your favorite auntie.
Yes, what them out do.
We've had a ball talking, and look, this conversation was not to offend anybody. We just want to start having a good, some healthy conversation.
Disagree.
Right.
Be able to agree to disagree.
And hopefully if we've influenced somebody to say, hey, you know what? I never thought of it that way.
Right.
I didn't realize it.
Right.
Or maybe I should change this.
Right.
Or that. Then that's the whole purpose of having the conversation.
Encouraging, yes.
Right. We got to start being able to speak to each other without shutting down. And I always say this. They tell you in the black community, don't talk about religion and politics. There's a reason. Because you may wake somebody up. So they know if we start having conversation, then that gives the energy of now we getting on code. Hey, we talking to each other. We're saying what we need to say.
Yes.
So thanks for tuning in on this Sunday, rainy Sunday evening. And
what am I whining?
Well, you're wine. It's wine time right now. But look, there's big news coming up really, really soon, and we're gonna be on the air, and we'll give you all that information where you can tune in on Sundays to catch us on this radio station. And man, thank you to all the fans, and please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys again. So I'm out of here.
Bye-bye.